Hey everyone, this is Manly Badass Hero, and welcome to Christmas with Father Ben, which is an analog horror game inspired by stop-motion Christmas movies where you watch a VHS tape and you quickly find that things might be a little bit disturbing and wrong. Let's put the tape in. Click to continue. Oh boy. It's a nice town. Yo, Snowman.
Saul the Snowman says, "Why hello there, and blessed season to you."
Well, blessed season to you, my friend. Hopefully.
It's almost Christmas, the day we remember the greatest gift. Are you excited? You should be. Or are you worried you didn't do a good job serving the Lord this year?
Wow, you went right for my throat, didn't you there, buddy?
You know what? I know of a family getting ready to celebrate Christmas and the day of gifting were also worried they didn't do their best.
What are you gonna do with them? Take that axe to him or something?
Sid and She's father went to the Lord this year, so their newly widowed mother is leaving the village with the other unmarried mothers to receive the gift for their families. While she's gone, the children will be staying with Father Ben.
Oh no. Now, they capitalized the gift. So I'm like, at first I was like, oh, they're getting gifts. I'm like, wait a minute. No. It's something specific, isn't it? Well, hello there, children.
Father Ben says, "I'm so glad you two came to stay with me this year. I am no longer able to give the gift, so Christmas gets pretty lonely. I know it must be hard for you two, spending your first Christmas without your earthen father. I'll bet you both prayed very hard for his recovery."
Yeah, see, there it is again. Give the gift. Specified. What is the gift? Question 1. Oh, there's a test. The siblings prayed. The siblings prayed but lacked faith. The siblings didn't pray. They probably did lack faith, knowing this story.
I see. Your father was a good man, faithful to the Lord and helped spread the gift throughout the village. I know your mother and I prayed for him the entire time he was sick, but praying doesn't always mean we get what we want.
They didn't have faith. Didn't have the gift.
That's for the Lord to decide. I think perhaps your father did so well that the Lord called him to personally serve in the halls of tomorrow. The greatest blessing any man could hope for. And I'm sure he's watching over both of you right this minute.
Children, get out of the house!
Sid says, "Thank you, Father Ben. We miss him a whole lot, but I think Mama misses him even more. I hear her crying a lot late at night, and sometimes she quietly asks, 'How many gifts must I take this year?' when she thinks nobody can hear her."
I'm just gonna be straight up because I've just been thinking about this the whole time. Are the gifts sexual in nature? Because it's how many gifts must I take this year? Unless gift is just a stand-in for like a lot of things, like tragedy.
Father Ben says, "I see. I am worried about your mother as well. No doubt she thinks that she's being punished for failing to keep the gift last year. But it is not her fault. She is participating in the day of giving, and it won't be long before the Lord chooses a new father for you. Then you will be a happy family again."
She's being punished for failing to keep the gift. Keep the gift. Huh.
Look, we're almost done. Why don't you pick which topper to put on the tree?
It could also be related to, childbirth. Angel. You pick, Father Ben. It's like, you indecisive children. You're gonna go to hell.
My, now that really is the perfect topper for this year. Thank you for helping to unpack the decorations, Chi, and for your help with decorating, Sid. This is the best looking tree of life I've had in years.
I thought it was kind of mediocre, to be honest.
Now that the decorating is done, shall we partake of this lovely meal that was provided for us?
What are we eating? Steak? Go on.
Saul the Snowman says, well, I can tell you their dinner was good that night. Roast chicken, bean soup, and garlic bread on the side. I've never tasted
Ben
them
Soul.
myself, but I've heard many of the elders saying this is the best meal of the year, and the children ate until they couldn't eat any more.
I could go for some garlic bread right now. That's making me hungry for garlic bread.
Once they had finished eating and the table cleared, Father Ben asked the children to return to the living room. There was something important he wanted to talk about.
I got to talk to you about the gift, children. Wait, what's that? What's that? Go on.
Father Ben says, Sid, Chi, I know that you've been sneaking out of the village. It's dangerous to talk to the people on the outside, because many will wish you harm. And I know you didn't get that doll from anyone here. Please tell me, which of you thought it would be fun to sneak out of the village?
Don't snitch! They both want to sneak out of the village. Sid, Chi. Let's go both. We both gotta take the fall.
Please tell me, how did you get the doll?
I actually don't know. I mean, I'm not actually these children.
Sid says, on the other side of the wall. We met some children playing. They had really strange clothes on, and they were playing odd games. They saw us, and one of them said we must be very poor.
Ha!
What does that mean?
It means you're a peasant, child. Maybe this is like one of those kind of isolated community commune villages. I mean, my cousin was in like one of those things, like a cult, where they purposely keep themselves back. In this case, they've purposely kept themselves in a Christmas special world.
Father Ben says, it is a word outsiders use for people who aren't prisoners of material things. Sid, please continue.
It's a word outsiders use for people who aren't prisoners of material things. Yeah, so it is a... They look pretty... They don't look that bad here. They have like a nice house. I mean, there's people living in the normal real world who like live worse than these people. Can't even have Christmas. Let alone a tree or anything else. How are they... Well, maybe the people living nearby are super rich. I mean, this kid's got leather gloves.
Sid says, so a little girl came up to us and gave Chi her doll and said it was a Christmas present. They asked us where our parents were.
They're getting the gift. Oh, you're looking angry, Ben.
Father Ben says, and what did you tell them?
I don't know.
Sid says, we told them that our father had gone to be with the Lord after being very sick. She says, yeah, and we told them how he didn't get better, even with the whole village praying.
Now, they said that the kids they saw were dressed strangely. But as far as I can tell, everyone here looks relatively normally dressed. So there's something specific about that line. That's why I was trying to think, like, is it like a generational difference thing? Like they're dressed like too old school?
Sid says, one of the boys asked what the doctor said, and we told him that we didn't rely on witch doctors, but the other kids just looked at us all funny when we said that, and some of them didn't want to talk to us anymore.
Okay, yeah, it's a cult.
Father Ben says, you shouldn't be surprised. After all, you should have known from their garments that those children were full of sin, and the moment that girl gave you her doll, you should have known they wanted to make you sin as well.
Yeah, I do think it's a generational thing. So the kids probably were like wearing band t-shirts and like baggy like pants or something and like, jeans and stuff like that. And then the people living here are dressed like they're forever in a Hallmark movie. But not like a modern one, like a old school one.
She says, but they seemed so nice. They gave us the doll and told us about someone named Santa Claus, who visits every good little boy and girl in the whole wide world, and gives them presents. I asked if he could bring our father back.
Oh, I'm not a miracle maker. I'm just drop shipping you stuff. Do your eyes just like go out white?
Father Ben says, and what did they say? Sid says, they said Santa Claus can perform miracles, but they didn't know if he could bring back our father.
Nope.
Father Ben says, I'm sorry that you were exposed to such lies. It is our fault as elders. We should have known that you would be led astray without a father to guide you. And now your souls have been put in danger by going outside the village and talking to children corrupted by sin. The children told you that Santa Claus gives all good children presents on Christmas. Tell me, who do you believe gets presents?
I mean, you just said it right there. Good children. I will note this is not related to the game quite, but because they're talking about like the kids and everything, and they're kind of isolating the kids. So when my cousin left the cult, another family went, left with her family. I think my cousin had just like didn't have a kid yet. I think she got one after she got out. But she got out, and there was a family that took with them that also got out at the same time. They had, like, 5 kids. And then, like, I remember, like, every single one of those kids, because they were so isolated. Like, they literally just didn't know. Imagine being isolated from the entire world. Like, video games and movies, like, all this stuff. Like, everything. Like, maybe the most you've seen is, like, a village, commune, and, like, what's in there, right? And you're instantly exposed, you're thrown into the public school system, and every single one of those kids, before they even hit their late teens, like, crashed out. Just done. Like, druggies, horrible outcome for all of them. Okay, question 4. Santa Claus chooses who gets presents. All children should get presents on Christmas. Only moms. I guess Santa does. I mean, theoretically all children. But some of them get coal.
Those poor children out there have been told many lies, and their souls are in danger because of it. Only women may receive the gift on the day of giving. They're also given other presents that are shared with the elders to keep the village safe in the coming year.
Only women may receive the gift on the day of giving?
Giving presents to children is a trick to make them want material things and turn their attention away from the Lord. Santa Claus is an evil spirit who gives gifts to try and make children follow him instead of the Lord. It starts off with one little present, but then the children start wanting more and more. Soon they turn away from the Lord completely and only want to serve Santa Claus so they can keep getting gifts. Once your heart belongs to Santa Claus, Krampus comes to drag your soul to an everlasting fire.
Man, that's really metal.
No amount of praying can save you once judgment has been passed. Who do you believe in, Santa Claus or the Lord?
There's a me here. You didn't say that, right? They believe in Santa Claus and weren't taken. One should only believe in the Lord. Why can't we believe in both? You gotta go in the hell. I'm gonna throw you in this fire now.
I'm so sorry you were led astray. I am sure Krampus is watching us right now. But perhaps there is still a chance before judgment is passed. We must hurry and burn the doll before your souls burn.
No, not the doll. They let Father Ben burn the doll. I mean, if anyone's gonna do it, I'm not gonna do it by my own hands.
I know this wasn't easy, but the village has rules for a reason. We love you and want only the best for you. Serving the Lord is far more rewarding than embracing material things that soon turn to dust.
I mean, it's turning to dust because you threw it in a damn fire.
Hopefully, burning this false idol will help stave off Krampus's wrath.
You're really on that Krampus thing.
But punishment is still required. I hope a spanking will suffice, because you have taken steps to atone for your sins. Please prepare for the punishment, and then I think it's time for all of us to retire for the night.
I still want to know what the gift is. Hey. I don't trust you,
Saul
Snowman.
the Snowman says, as you can imagine, the children did not enjoy their punishment. They went to the guest room, where they said their prayers to the Lord and begged for forgiveness before going to sleep. Meanwhile, Father Ben was saying some prayers of his own. He was concerned by the responses the children gave and feared his punishment was too light.
Oh, there's still some hope in their eyes.
The children managed to fall asleep, thinking about how tomorrow was the day of giving, and that their mother would be returning home the following day. They loved Father Ben, of course, but it's never the same to sleep in the bed that isn't your own. Right before midnight, however, they were both awoken by a strange sound.
I don't like this. Oh yeah, there's definitely no
Sid
sounds.
says, "Don't worry, Chi. It was probably just Father Ben. I don't see anything outside."
This is slowly turning a little more sinister too.
Chi says, "Sid, I'm scared. Look."
Krampus! Oh, there's a gift. That's specific.
Sid says, "That wasn't there before. It looks like one of those presents the outside children told us about."
Is this a test from Ben? Unsure, both open the present together. Do it together. It's the burnt Santa Claus.
"But we burned it. There was nothing left. Why did it come back?"
It's gonna turn out the Father Ben was right about everything. The children pray for forgiveness. The children ask if it's Santa. I feel like this one sounds interesting. What was that? Whoa, whoa, whoa! Krampus? Or was that Father Ben in a Krampus outfit?
Saul the Snowman says, "Such a sad ending to our story, but this is what happens when children disobey and give in to the temptations of Santa Claus. Remember, it's important to always listen to your elders and follow the teachings of our village, because sinning against our Lord can lead to eternal punishment."
I'm curious if there is another ending or not. Or by when they took the gift, like, it was already over, you know what I mean? Created for the children of the Adams Salvation Community. Remember to trust and obey our elders. So here's the other two endings. When I went for the game again, they're basically just, it's just based on your answers throughout the game. So there's kind of really no good ending. So that's it for Christmas with Father Ben. Now, aesthetically, this game is, you know, really good. This is very unique. Not that the style is unique, it's obviously referencing something. But it's unique for a game like this. And it really does capture the old stop-motion, Christmas special kind of movie look. Story-wise, I'm not quite sure what the gift is. I will say if you watch the videos without the filter over it, you get a much better look at the Krampus. And I do think the Krampus is just Father Ben. Either he is some form of supernatural entity, or it's just, you know, for effect, a little bit of the glowing eyes. Because the Krampus is wearing a mask, and when it pulls the mask off, there is like a big nose that looks like it could be Father Ben. And he's just filtering out, because no matter what, one kid gets taken or both get taken. So I'm like, maybe he's like filtering out, you know, like, alright, one of you is more loyal to the cause, you're dead. I had multiple theories for what the gift is. It always comes back to Father Ben saying, I'm too old to be giving the gift anymore. So that's why I thought maybe it was like having kids or something. And maybe it has like a double meaning of like, both having kids and also losing a kid. But only mothers can receive gifts. So that's why I thought maybe, you know, hence the I can't give gifts anymore, meaning I'm shooting blanks, I'm too old. That's my interpretation of this kind of like cult or whatever it is anyway. If you were able to read between the lines better than me and like have your own fear in that, feel free to comment it. I'm curious. Sometimes I'm like not noticing something. Sometimes I do notice things other people don't. I don't know. You know, it just always depends, right? But yeah, anyway. So thank you all for watching play Christmas with Father Ben. I'll see you guys later and take it easy.